You gonna make me talk about it?
What, being in the shop when it's nice outside, had a good AC cab?
I don't want to talk about it.
You blowing the bus up?
I didn't blow the bus up. The bus blew itself up.
Who was driving the bus when the bus blew up?
That's just circumstantial. Just for the record.
Yeah, we push a lot of dirt with this thing. You ought to see it when you drop the blade on this.
You're not helping. All right, just for the record, whenever my wife insisted on buying this thing, I said it was a bad idea.
Oh, you did?
I did.
I thought you were the one that found it.
No. I found it and
Yeah.
found it and bought it, hoping she would take it and disappear. Well, she didn't quite disappear because she called and, well, let's just say Dirt Perfect Tongue and Recovery's back in business. Oh my goodness. All right, we were on a camping trip this weekend. We were on about a 3-hour road trip. We made it about an hour and a half. And this thing decided to chuck a turbo.
Yeah, it did. And you know what I call camping? Vacation.
Oh, you're rubbing it in, ain't you?
Oh, nice weather.
Hey, it is much nice. It may be sunshiny out there, but it's hot. It's much nicer in here. All right. So Kurt at Area Diesel said, I'll fix you right up, but you got to ship that thing to me. And to ship it to him.
While you might have guessed, I am a fan of potato chips. That is not what is in this box.
I don't think he meant the whole bus.
Yeah.
So that means we're going to have to disassemble. So, all right, we're going to start with the air cleaner box.
Yeah, it looked like a 9/16.
I'm going to go with a 16 millimeter.
Oh man, we're on metric.
Who's right? No, we're up here.
I am.
That is not right.
That is too. You said what, 16? Let's see what 16 feels like.
That's because it's a 15.
What's wrong with my 9/16?
Well, 9/16 and
That 15 don't fit either.
that's not a 15. You're not corresponding to your sockets to your numbers.
You know what? I had a 15 first time. Somebody didn't get sockets.
Well, lucky.
Oh, let's use that 9/16. Oh, let's lose all the bolts.
I never said I was happy about working on this thing. Here, hold this. Hold up.
Here, you go ahead and run that 9/16.
Stupid 444 International 7.3 power stroke crap.
Yeah.
I've never lost the turbo on my Duramax. Never lost a turbo on anything except for this POS. Is it just circumstances? The same engine that's in the Ford trucks?
Wow. Yeah, there we go.
Asking for a friend.
Yeah.
I'm just asking for a friend. I mean, I guess it could be.
We ought to make Jonathan come here and pull this off for us.
It could be worse. It could be a Ford, or it could be a Dodge or a Cummins.
Yeah.
And then it'd probably have parts hanging out the bottom instead of the top. I should be nice. I'm venting.
Ford motor, I think
Unlike
we should have had Jonathan
can't
here.
vent no more because it's... All right. Let's come back here. Oh, there's a stupid air compressor hose. Everything's
Yeah.
I'm back. All right, let me get you. If I would have got any longer screwdriver,
I wouldn't be able to reach it. Barely reach it anyways. I asked for a small one and you give me this.
Well,
Right.
blame the bus.
I tell you what, now I got it loose enough I can turn it. So I
don't know if I can see inside there.
Oh, I seen that.
You see the loose? That's not good, folks.
That's not good?
That's not good. That is not the way it's supposed to go down.
I thought that's just to help make it be a noisemaker.
You want to stroke a bus there, bud?
Yeah. Got a 2 foot long screwdriver. I need about a 4 to 6 inch screwdriver.
I don't know why, but I'm finding that slightly amusing. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm gonna blame that on the motor too.
It is the motor's fault.
All right. Now, problem is
I guarantee you one thing, this bus seen 80 this weekend and it's never seen that before because it was on the lowboy trail. We were hammered out.
now that small screwdriver I was telling you about, nice. Right?
I think you just need man hands.
Then you're gonna rip the hose in half. I can't use my man hands or I'll rip it off.
Will it twist?
No, it won't twist. That's what I was trying to do. And I'm scared if I twist too hard.
All right, let me get you a pick. Hold on. I need a man to come over and show you how to do it.
I got her started for you. Oh.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting a lot of enjoyment out of this. Just pull on it.
Tank at?
Huh?
Where's fuel tank? Here you go. We'll solve this problem.
Can we pull it outside first?
Oh yeah, I don't want to do it in here.
I don't think
Don't tell Jenna I ever said that.
I don't think my air conditioner will keep up with the fire.
All right.
See, you're in the same boat I am. Or no, you're in the same bus I am.
Yeah. All right.
Oh my goodness.
Air breather out of here.
All right, help me out. Hold
I
on.
need to go up. No, just take
I got
it
it.
to you.
I need to put my
Oh,
feet.
come on, real man. Be able to hold that camera and pull us out at the same time.
Well, this thing weighs like 92 tons.
No, it don't.
Hold on, I got
It's like 6 pounds.
got a sensor I need to unplug too. Let me see your pick.
You need a man to come over here and get that?
Give me the dang pick. Man ain't gonna be able to get this because it takes somebody with fingernails.
You're the right woman for the job.
You
All
ready?
right. Yep. I
Why
got
does this thing
mine.
weigh so much? Holy
6
snikes.
pounds. 6 pounds. Put your purse down, Nancy.
All right,
All right.
now what?
Let's pull a turbo.
Well, I can see it.
Yeah.
What a stupid design.
This thing right here.
What a stupid design.
Yeah.
Can I say it again just because I can? Because I'm mad.
What a stupid design.
Thank you.
I said it for you, didn't I?
You did.
So I need to take this loose.
Yeah, we need to take, you want to take these exhaust banjo clamps off first?
Yeah.
Could you imagine if this was in a pickup truck and back underneath the cab?
Oh,
We would light it on fire.
I'd pretend like I got ball practice or
There's
something
a
tonight.
reason why I don't own one of those POSs. Clint from CNC Equipment's probably cringing right now if he's watching this. This is his favorite engine ever.
Yeah, that's true. All right, I got
I
that.
also went to ride to lunch with him one day in a truck that had this engine,
Yeah.
and we had to walk back.
Oh, really?
Well, maybe not, but it was questionable. He was nervous.
Well, any Ford owner should be nervous. All right, pull this here line off
My
right here.
motivation level is minimal right now. Are you going to town over? You remember where everything goes?
No, I'm just taking it apart. You,
Well,
you work on these all the time.
You,
Hey, we'll just call Clint if we got a problem.
Yeah, there we go. Are you at least videoing it?
Well, yeah. Well, actually, I was videoing you while I was working.
Okay.
You were talking, so I took this airline off here. I got this loosened up.
Okay. I think the only thing we need to do is take these two banjo clamps off, and then there's
Yeah.
4 bolts that hold it down.
Okay.
There's got to be an oil line that goes to it somewhere. I don't understand.
No, it's Ford don't have an oil line going.
Maybe
to it.
that's why it blew up.
That's why it blew up. Yeah. Yeah. Now thinking about it.
All right.
All right. All right. You ready? Is that proper use of the tool?
No.
I don't think so.
It's not proper use of the hood cowling. Ow! Ow! Seriously,
I know.
where's your flathead screwdriver?
2-foot pry bar we got there.
Yeah. Holy cow, there's one side. That's one side. Is it all of it? I'm not going to complain because these are some really good clamps, but man, they're a pain in the butt to get off sometimes.
Yeah, that clamp really isn't a Ford product, so it probably is pretty good.
So, I'm going to get so many hate comments on this. I don't know. I got two Chevys in the driveway, and you got one out there. This is in the shop.
Yeah.
Ironic? I think not. Uh-oh. Who's that?
I don't know. We had a visitor stick their head in the door, and I didn't get to see who it was.
That's who I think it was. Their best interest was probably to go the other way.
I've probably seen, yeah, I seen what we were doing and turned around.
Okay. There's that.
All right.
Now we need to get this one off. I don't know if you
Oh, it's in a great spot.
Of course they put it in a great spot.
Yeah. Ready?
Yep.
Which way am I going?
Right. Yeah, we go down. All right, don't take it all the way off. Now I'm gonna lose the nut. Go a little more, maybe. All right.
All right.
Now, where to do my 2-foot long pry bar?
Yeah. Right up there.
No, that's the. Row, Shaggy.
Well, probably where our other flashlights at.
Hopefully it went down the intake so this thing blows the rest of the way up.
Well, it might be.
What did I
You never
do?
handed it back to me.
Oh, could have went too. Oh, right here. Straight in front of my face. All right.
We'd have found it when we put the air breather back on.
Man. Can you get in there and pry it off there? I can't get in there on there. I have to get a hammer. A little tapping device. Got that
There's
one
that
there.
side.
Problem is the bottom. Can you see the notch down there?
No.
I think I got it. Run your bolt out a little farther.
Okay. I stopped when you told me to stop.
Yeah. Keep going. Keep going.
I think I'm off.
No,
Now I'm off.
don't lose it. It's in there. Now what we gonna do? Can't see the bottom down there. You see it?
Good. Thing. Yeah, that's what I was saying. If you could wiggle it, give me that.
Let me see your shorter screwdriver.
This is a Ford design. Y'all, wiggling it. Couldn't get. It's in there good.
This is the definition of stupidity.
You can't get to it on the bottom on your side?
No, there's an exhaust manifold that comes over here.
Oh, well, I got a turbo right in my way on this side.
Well, I got garbage in my way over here.
No, ain't gonna happen either.
You wanna know what's even better yet? There's a bolt right underneath that we gotta get to get the turbo off.
Oh, you're kidding me.
2 of them. Ain't that nice of them?
Who's putting this thing back together?
How stupid. Well, guys, this is a little bit of a different setup. I'm not for sure what's right and what's not. There's 2 bolts that hold. Oh, yeah. 2 bolts that hold this thing down on this pedestal underneath there. I'm pretty sure the pedestal has to come with it. Lovely.
Yeah.
It's trying to turn. Last thing I want to do is twist that thing off in there. Should I try to get the bolt out of the pedestal with it still on there? I think they're 10 millimeter. All right, I'm afraid I'm gonna break in bolts off. I don't want to make any more work for Kurt, so. Seriously? There's one. See if I can get on the other one over there. Oh, so close, come on.
Can you go over that other side?
Hold on. Oh. There's 2. Here's the only problem. That's the easy 2.
So,
Now what?
that's what I do. Lose all the parts we're taking off. That's what I
Hey,
do.
do you guys see it down there? 'Cause I can't see it down there. You know what I call this? Engineer stupidity.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Okay, keep on going.
That's the reason why I don't own any of these stupid motors.
All right, now pull out. Pull out.
That's what she said.
Okay.
Now what?
I got mine.
Yeah, guess where the other one's at? Oh,
Look at this. I got 3 of them.
I don't even know if that other one will come up far enough to, I can see it right here. Whatever that's worth. Yeah, I guess there's maybe enough room for it
Well,
to
I
come up.
couldn't even see mine. I just went.
Oh, I could, oh, give me a break. Oh, I'm on it. Now what? Think this is actually gonna work?
I don't know if it's gonna work or not.
Sure, some more super fine engineering that made that screw
Got it?
appear. Yeah, that ain't gonna work.
Got a ratchet.
I think we're gonna have to go ratchet route. We're
Yep.
gonna go up a little higher. Oh my goodness. Retarded. Ow! What my hook doing? You ready? Oh, it's loose. All right, I got it out. You get to put it back in.
Negative on that, Ghost Rider. I'll be on vacation when that happens.
Yeah, what a joke. Like, why would you put a bolt right there? like I'm gonna have to apologize to a lot of people in the comments after this video. You know what? I wonder if the same person that designed this worked for Kubota. I think he got fired and went to Kubota.
He may have.
Because I mean, that color of this engine is very similar to the color of their engines. Is it just circumstance?
Coincidence.
Got it.
All right, you got one, I got three.
All right, now what?
Trying to see what's holding this thing together in now.
I don't.
There's something.
This thing don't even have a place to stick a light. All right. I'm going with a big pry bar and hammer. It's a flawless blend.
Yeah, I like it.
You ready?
Yeah.
Oh, that stupid clamp on the back still holding this. Why? So frustrating. All right, hold on. Why won't that come apart right there?
I don't know. That's, there ain't another bolt hidden somewhere, is there? Oh, there we go. We got movement now. Yeah. Yes, sir.
All right, take her home.
Oh, what was that?
Nothing important.
Okay, best part about this video camera's setting perfect, so we know exactly how to come out with this, or go back in with this. Maybe a little more. There you go. Where's the oil come from?
There's ports in that pedestal.
It moves.
It's not supposed to move that way. That is not the way it's supposed to move, man, behind the scenes. All right. That's a little bit of a different setup in a lot of them. It's got the oil and return actually come in down here. And then, I don't know, I'm sure Kurt will explain what all this gibberish is.
I don't know.
We got it off. We'll send it to the expert.
It's a turbo.
We'll send it to the expert.
Yeah.
It's a turbo, and it's no good. And buses don't move dirt.
No, I'm for sure once it's back on, it ain't gonna move dirt.
No.
If it does move dirt, we're in big trouble.
All right, guys, we're gonna ship this off to Kurt at Area Diesel. I think he's actually gonna rebuild it. If he does, I will tag that video down below so you guys can check it out. Kurt is top notch when it comes to this, so we know for a fact it'll be in good hands. But that's the end of our expertise.
Yep, sure is.
I mean, it could have been worse.
I mean, lost me when we popped the hood.
It could have been worse, but it could have been easier too.
Yeah, it could have. It could have been easier.
Oh, all right. Well, hopefully next time you see us, we got a freshly rebuilt turbo.
Hopefully the next time they see us, we're pushing dirt.
Well, in this video, genius.
Oh, in this video.
Initial assessment is that this thing almost didn't make it here. It's a good time to remind you to try and do your best to package these components. They're expensive and they're hard enough to fix them when they break on the engine. We all know that these little trucks running around don't necessarily care too much about what's inside these boxes, and this one almost didn't make it.
About a week later, guys, you'll never guess what is in this box right here. This is shipped back to us from Kurt and the boys up at Area Diesel. I didn't talk to him a whole lot, but the diagnosis on the other turbocharger was catastrophic failure.
Shaft was a boat anchor. Compressor wheel was a boat anchor. The service components are always replaced. Heat shield suffered some damage. Right there, she was kissed pretty good. Inexpensive and readily available. That was replaced. And the back plate where the compressor wheel normally resides also suffered some catastrophic damage, also replaced.
I'll link it down below. I believe Kurt's got a video on how they kind of went through diagnosing it. They were kind of hoping they could rebuild the old turbocharger, but that was not. Oh, look at that. We got some very fancy instructions. We'll be sure to read through those real good. Hope they can rebuild the old one, but that was just not in the cards. So look at that. We got us a brand new shiny one. You guys excited? I'm excited. I bet you nobody's as excited as me. They're perfect though. I promise you that. So, all right, let's get this thing out of the box and figure out what we got. All right, this has got a return and supply oil feed here on the bottom that got plugged. I'm gonna keep this on this plastic until we go to set this down the bus, so we ain't gotta worry about getting any contaminants up in there. But look at that beauty, would you? See if we can get her one-handed back up here. Oh, come on, there we go. Oh yes, that is in much better shape than the last one. Before we go and set this thing down in here, the guys at Area Diesel, this is actually a very important and a very handy little checklist just to kind of go over everything. It's actually even got the Torx on the backside. So, man, Kurt and the boys at Area Diesel, they are, of all the YouTube finds I found, these guys are awesome. And honestly, they're not that far from us. It's just amazing what they can come up with. The service they got, the service, that's the thing, man. The service is just absolutely impeccable. I guess if you're going to be in business for 50 years, you got to have good service or you'll never make it. So, all right, a couple things I did off camera that are super important that I do want to cover real quick. We actually went through and did an oil change on this thing, so it's got fresh oil in it. It's got a fresh filter on it. Especially if the words catastrophic failure are being used, there is a chance some of that debris could have got in the oil stream and got returned back to the oil sump down there. So we want to make sure we don't pick any of that up and put it back through any of the new parts, or flush it through any of the existing parts on the engine. But probably the more important one is I actually went through, the failure was on the pressurized intake side. So I pulled a lot of this hose and piping off. Actually, I just pulled this section off here. What I wanted to make sure was this thing didn't bypass a whole bunch of oil, fill up this intercooler. So this air comes out of the turbo, goes through this pipe, basically goes through a radiator style setup. And what that does is it cools the pressurized air off. Cooler air holds more oxygen. More oxygen equals more power. That's also why we're pressurizing the air, because we can get a little higher compression, but we also get more oxygen in the air, which helps us out quite a bit. So I want to make sure we didn't have a bunch of oil in there, because that would get injected into the engine and could cause a catastrophic runaway. So far, as far as we know, the rest of the engine's in pretty good shape. Also, want to make sure there's not any parts or debris in that piping or in the intake system as well, because whenever that turbocharger boosts up, we don't want to blow all that trash into the engine and take a chance on damaging a piston or a valve. So all that actually checked out pretty good. Had just a little bit of oil in the intake, but it didn't actually make it to the intercooler, which is good. So I think we're good on all that. Got all of our mounting places cleaned up down here. Got new O-rings put in there. I think it's time to try to slide this new turbo down in there and see if we can get her bolted down. Folks, here we go. This thing is not as light as it looks. I really want to make sure I don't knock any dirt or debris into them holes down there. I'm gonna go super gentle on this. That's my finger. Come on, baby. You can do it. So close. Let me clamp it back a little bit. Oh, there it is. There it is. I'm gonna get a light, check them O-rings and stuff down there, make sure we're good, but I think we got her. Oh, she looks pretty. All right, these are the 4 mounting bolts kind of a little bit of a unique system here, how it's up on this pedestal. I'm gonna get these 4 bolts started. 3 of them are pretty easy to get to. One of them's a little bit harder. It's back underneath there. And before I tighten those all the way down, we're just gonna kind of do a little eyeball check on all of our hoses and stuff and make sure everything's lining up good. All right, guys, there's 4 mounting bolts down here on the pedestal. I've got them all started, but I don't have them tightened down yet. I'm gonna get all these flanges and stuff on. There's an O-ring in this one. This is the clamp. I don't know if you guys can tell, but see how these are kind of beveled? The tighter you pull it down, the more it kind of squeezes together. It squeezes on these flanges and kind of holds everything up. So, not that it's a lot of wiggle room in there, but by going ahead and getting these clamps on here, 1, I can make sure that O-ring don't come out of its groove and cause a problem, and 2, it'll just kind of help everything be in its natural, relaxed state before we tighten down and torque those mounting bolts. So get this one on first, and then we got the 2 exhaust ones to do. Come on. All right, there's that one. Let's see if we get this back exhaust one on here next. All right, next one we got, this is where we got 1 pipe that comes up off the right side manifold, 1 pipe comes up off the left side manifold. It comes into a little collector, and then it goes on the back side of the turbo here. This is where the exhaust gas is into the turbo. And it's actually got a little alignment dial in there to make sure it's aligned properly. Same style clamp with this little T-bar. Gonna put the T-bar in there. Gotta get it through the hole. Oh, that's gonna be tight. Hold on a second. Let me do this without dropping the nut. There we go. Make sure it's in the groove all the way around. Oh yeah, she's lined up. She's pulling up nicely. Perfect. All right. 2 for 2. Let's see if we get this clamp here on. Pretty much the same scenario as the other 2. I hate to jinx it. Those 2 went on pretty easy. Hopefully this one does too. There we go. Thing of beauty, baby. All right, we do got 1 sensor down here we need to plug in. I'm not even gonna lie and pretend like I act like I know what it is. If I had to guess, it's an oil pressure sensor, but it's just a guess, to be honest with you.
An electromagnetic solenoid. That solenoid operating on this arm connected to this linkage, and this linkage connected to this valve. And this is cold start assist.
All right, now that all of those are on there good and solid, looks good, I think we're gonna go through and torque all these hold down bolts in place, get those tightened down, Need to get our wastegate actuator hose hooked up and get our air cleaner back on. See if we can get this thing come back to life, baby. All right, bolts are all tight and torqued. This is that actuator line that goes to that wastegate. It just got a couple little clips on it. Goes on both ends. So I better put this one back where it belongs. So basically all that does is monitor air pressure in this intake plenum. If it's too great, it overcomes the spring, shoves that rod open, shuts that exhaust stream off, which will reduce the amount of boost this thing can produce. So yeah, I think it's all on there. What's the question? You guys want to fire it up, see if it runs? Or we'll go ahead and put the air cleaner back on. Let's go ahead and put the air cleaner back on. There's a chance there's some debris it can suck up in that. That's the last thing we want to do, suck that up in a new turbo. So let's throw the air cleaner on, fire it up, see what we got. Coming over, coming through. There we go. All right, the air cleaner box is mounted. Now we just got to get this boot on the turbo. Look at that, right in place. Sweet, I did check it for debris as well, just to make sure we weren't gonna have any issues. The hose clamp got sacrificed on the side of the road during diagnosis. So we're gonna have to make do with a new one here, but we'll make her work. All right, last hose to hook up. This has air brakes. It's actually a belt-driven compressor, but the compressor basically uses the same air filter as the engine. So it's got this little fancy connection right here where we got to connect that. That's where the intake air is at for the compressor. Get this hose tightened down. I think we're ready to check some fluids and give this thing a go. Voila! Well, fluids checked, everything double checked. I guess we did something right. We don't have any spare parts left over, so that's super convenient. Read through our little warning thing. I didn't see any priming instructions or anything like that on it. It said just fire it up and let it idle. So let's fingers crossed and hope this works. All right. Fire in the hole. Here we go. Oh, oil pressure come right up. Well, it's running. I don't hear or see any leaks. I got good oil pressure. It says it wants to let this thing sit and idle for 10 to 15 minutes before you get it any throttle. So I think what we're going to do is pull it outside, let it sit there and run for a minute, get up to temperature, check for leaks again, then we'll take her for a test drive. She's been idling for about 20 minutes. No leaks, everything looks good. I guess it's time for the good old-fashioned test drive. Do you ever guys want to know what it'd be like to be a bus driver? Parking brake. Drive. Door close. Oh, ain't that fancy. Here we go. Well, she climbed the driveway, no problem. Oh yeah, we got some power back now, baby. I don't think I would like life as a bus driver, just in case you guys were wondering. But good news, the bus is running good. We're gonna pull out on the highway, run the loop here and see what she's got. There we go. It takes her a while, but she eventually gets there. Well guys, I believe test drive was successful. We're gonna pull it down here to the shop, pop the hood, check her out one last good time, make sure she's good to go. I think the bus is back on the road. Fancy door opener. Looks good. Well guys, I don't see anything that warranties any concern. Everything looks really good. I was wrong in an explanation. That sensor down there is actually an actuator that runs that flapper we've seen in there. The wastegate actually changes the vanes in the turbo back there. That's why you guys should go to Area Diesel's page and check out his video on how the turbo works and how all that stuff works, because they're the experts. Obviously, it's not me, but let's close the hood on this thing and call it a wrap. Again, guys, huge thanks to Kurt and the team at Area Diesel for hooking us up with a new turbocharger, or hooking the wife up with a new turbocharger. Those guys are absolutely awesome. He's got a really cool YouTube channel. I'll try to link the video on the diagnosis of the catastrophic failure on the turbo down below, and his YouTube channel in general. He does a lot of stuff with Matt from Diesel Creek, Watch West Work, Clint CNC Equipment. He's got some really cool stuff on there, and just absolutely great company. Pleasure working with those guys. So jump over and check them out. If nothing else, just jump over and check them out and tell them thanks for helping us out, because we definitely appreciate it. But that's a wrap on this one, guys. Hopefully you enjoy. If you did, big old thumbs up. We sure appreciate it. Helps out the channel a lot. Want to make sure you catch us on the next one. Consider subscribing. It's free, and we appreciate it. Later.